Concerns are growing about the health and safety of expectant mothers in Rensselaer County. And this comes as St. Peter's Health Partners announced plans to close maternity services at Troy's Samaritan Hospital later this year.
CBS 6's Jackie Slater reports tonight from Troy as there's now a push to get the state to step in and stop this from happening.
As you're about to hear, this announcement came as a big surprise to many leaders here in Rensselaer County. For decades now, the Burdett Birth Center has been the choice for expectant moms in the county. Many people say this is a critical service that they can't afford to lose. 21 minutes. That's the drive time without traffic between Samaritan Hospital and Albany Medical Center. If you're one of the residents in the city of Troy who doesn't own a car, getting to Albany Med could take upwards of an hour by bus or cost about $30 for a one-way Uber.
I'm very concerned about mothers who are ready to deliver being able to get to a facility that is going to be able to take care of them properly. You know, the mother and the child.
Renee Powell is the president of the Troy branch of the NAACP. With Samaritan Hospital's announcement it plans to close its maternity services within the next few months, Powell says Black and brown expectant moms could be the ones who suffer most. Black women are 3 times as likely to die during childbirth than white women.
There are a lot of moving parts to this before we come up with how we need to attack this strategically, to make sure that women and children of color in this community have adequate and good service.
881 babies were born at Samaritan last year. 320 were born here in the first 5 months of this year. Rensselaer County's public health director, Mary Fran Wachunas, says at a time when the county's population is growing, access to health services should not be shrinking.
We have a population of 160,000. 50,000 is in Troy. And they will have to go either to Schenectady County or Albany County. A lot of people do not have access to transportation, and we certainly don't want to create barriers to having good birth outcomes.
Wachunas says she was not given a heads up about the possible closure. County officials are now reaching out to the New York State Department of Health and St. Peter's Health Partners, which own Samaritan, hoping to find a way to keep the services in place.
Do you think these services can be saved here?
I really don't know that, but I am kind of disappointed in St. Peter's and the Department of Health that I wasn't part of this plan, that I wasn't at the table. I am a public health leader, and I would have liked to known ahead of time before it went into the news.
St. Peter says expectant moms will still be able to receive prenatal care through their health partners. Critics say that simply isn't enough.
We're talking about women's rights. We're fighting for them. We want to make sure that we don't revert back to what was. We've been making progress. We want to continue with progress.
The New York State Department of Health tells me it has yet to receive a closure plan or what they call a certificate of need from Samaritan about this proposed closure. They say both of those are mandatory. At this time, DOH says they cannot comment further until those documents have been handed in. In Troy, Jackie Slater, CBS 6 News.